friends, welcome to my kitchen. I am Rinku and today I am making eggless cheesecake. I am using sour cream and cornstarch to make the cheesecake eggless. If you don't have sour cream available, you can also use plain yogurt and you can use little bit of cream in it. So let's start making our cheesecake. To make the cheesecake, I am taking 16 ounces of cream cheese. In that, adding 1 cup of powdered sugar. Now let's mix cream cheese and sugar together. First mix on a low speed and then gradually increase the speed so the sugar and cream cheese will mix together very nicely. Now add the speed until you get a nice and creamy texture. And make sure there is no lumps inside. As you can see, the mixture is very creamy and no lumps inside. Now add 2 cups of sour cream. If you don't have the sour cream, you can use like 1.5 cup plain yogurt and half cup of cream. Now add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Make sure to add cornstarch, not the corn flour. 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence to give it a nice smell. And the last ingredient is 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now let's mix everything together nicely. Give it a nice stir. I'm going to mix with the spoon right now. And then I'm going to use my hand blender to mix everything together. Now I'm mixing it on a medium speed so all the ingredients incorporated with each other very nicely. So our cheesecake filling is ready. Now let's assemble it. To assemble, I am going to use 9-inch pie crust. I just bought it from the store. You can also make one at home. So pour all the filling into the pie crust and spread it nicely with the spoon. Now level the surface with the back of the spoon. Make sure to level the surface as smooth as possible. Now press with very gentle hand to level the surface and just smooth it out and tap it 1 or 2 times so you don't have any bubbles or air in the mixture. Making my cheesecake in a water bath. The reason to bake the cheesecake in the water bath is to the water into the pan will create the moisture, and because of the moisture your cream cheese will stay little bit moist, otherwise you will see little bit crack on your cheesecake. So to prevent the crack, I would recommend always bake your cheesecake in the water bath. This way your top surface will be very smooth and crackless. Now let's prepare for the water bath. To make the water bath, place the cake pan in the little bit big plate where you can pour the water. Now pour the water very gently. Make sure you do not pour the water inside the cake pan. And the level of the water should be 1 inch. It should touch the pie plate but not on the top level. Now let's bake the cake. I already preheated my oven on 375 degrees centigrade. I'm going to bake my cake for an hour. Now while the cheesecake is baking, let's start making our berry sauce. I'm making it from the raspberry. To make the berry sauce, I am taking 1 cup of water. When the water gets boiling, I am adding 1 cup of raspberries and let it cook in the water for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Then I am adding 3 teaspoons of sugar and let the berry cook in the water for another 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see, the berry is cooking and it's getting a little bit mushy. So at this stage, I am adding 1 tablespoon of cornstarch which I already dissolved in the cold water. As soon as you add the cornstarch, make sure to stir continuously. Otherwise, it will get lumps. Now as you can see, the mixture is getting thickened up and the texture is getting transparent. At this point, switch up the flame and let the mixture cool down a little bit. Now I'm going to transfer the mixture in my blender and blend it very well. Now pass the mixture through the strainer and remove the seeds. As you can see, it's nice, transparent and thick sauce is ready. Now I'm going to pour my sauce in the ketchup bottle and keep it aside for later to decorate. Now my cheesecake is ready. I'm going to take it out and let it cool down for at least 10 to 15 minutes before I start decorating. Now let's start to decorate. So I'm taking my berry sauce bottle and making a nice big round in the middle, and then making a dot and going around in the circle. Just follow the dot one by one and just go in the circle like this. And repeat the process for the entire cheesecake. Now take a clean toothpick and just pass from top to bottom on in the circle, just like this, to make a heart shape. And make sure to clean the toothpick in between. And repeat the process for all the circles. So our cheesecake is ready. You can see it's nicely decorated. Put the cheesecake in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. This way the cheesecake will cool down and you will see the cake puff up on the top, will shrink little bit and the top layer will all flat. So it's been an hour and I just take out my cheesecake from the fridge. As you can see, the top layer is all flat and nice, and it has also changed the color a little bit dark, and now it's all set to cut. So let's cut our cheesecake. I'm sure you like this recipe. I'll see you with the next recipe. Till then, happy cooking.